Episode 111. Things heat up. Evelyn was sobbing. Was this a bad dream? Had Dario Foster really called to tell her he was married? What's wrong? Monica went to her sister and saw tears pouring down her cheeks. Dario, he said he was already married. Married? No, Monica exclaimed. He said he loved her. Evelyn threw herself into Monica's arms and cried like she had lost the whole world. Monica, what do I do? I can't live without him. Monica stroked her hair. Shh, it's okay. You just need some help from your big sis. Her eyes were full of hatred. Dario, you absolute arsehole. Why did you hurt two women who love you so much? Evelyn shook with sobs against her sister's body. Who is he married to? Monica demanded. She had to know the name of the bitch who stole Dario. In the apartment, David Swan exchanged a few words with Jade and Dario, then left. Tony set the prescription on the table and slipped out silently. He was worried that he would be punished for disturbing them. Jade ate her breakfast, calmer now. She surveyed the room and was filled with a familiar feeling that soothed her. Home. The apartment felt like home. Although she'd only stayed here a few days, her heart knew she belonged here. After Dario finished washing the dishes, he headed toward his bedroom, but when he saw Jade deep in thought, he could not help but poke her nose. Earth to Jade! Jade looked at him, blinking. She remembered what she'd seen on the news and said hesitatingly, Mr. Foster, I want to ask you something. Go ahead. I heard those clubs were forced to close down last night. Did you have something to do with that? Dario did not answer. He sat down next to her and hugged her hard, forcing her to lean against his body. He laid a gentle hand on her stomach and stroked her soft hair with his other hand. Then he said, Take a guess. Jade grabbed his hand. Mr. Foster, you can't shut down the clubs. Think of their poor owners. For a moment, Dario was speechless. This little idiot actually pitied those people after what she'd gone through. He narrowed his eyes and leaned his head close to Jade's ear, so close he could smell the warm sweetness of her hair. Why? Don't you think those places should be shut down? Those are places that harm people. Jade considered this. There were all kinds of people in the entertainment district and a lot going on. She'd been hurt twice there. First, because of that rich jerk Victor Carson, and then yesterday. Mr. Foster, you're right, she said cautiously. But closing so many businesses all of a sudden is going to affect a lot of people. It's not... Her words got cut off when Dario kissed her. He pulled back with a smile in his eyes. He said gently, Don't worry. I just got the police to check the businesses, not shut them down forever. When the police say they're fine, they'll open back up. His voice and face turned icy. All but that club. She didn't want Dario to cause trouble because of her. At the same time, she was grateful. If it weren't for him, where would she be right now? Still, she had to know more. Mr. Foster, how did you make the police check the entertainment district? How powerful are... Before Jade could finish, Dario shifted to lie on top of her and covered her mouth with his. He kissed her thoroughly, as if stopping her from asking questions. He pressed close to her body. She felt more relaxed than usual against him and warmer. For once, Jade did not resist. She closed her eyes to enjoy his gentle kisses. When his tongue entered her mouth, she met it with hers. Jade's astonishing action filled Dario with excitement. She never acted this way, except last night when she was drugged. Just when both of them were thoroughly engrossed, Dario suddenly stopped. Jade looked at him in surprise. Her heart was pounding. She wanted more. His kiss was mesmerizing. She felt drugged again in a wonderful way. She needed him. In a low, husky voice, Jade said only, Mr. Foster. Dario was on fire. He had to take a minute to think clearly again. Then he tousled Jade's hair affectionately. You rascal, I know what you're thinking. You think I won't have sex with you during your period, so you can do whatever you want.